In this video, we will see how we can create an impactful literature review through the right use of AI. Hi, I'm Dr. Kavya Shabu, founder of Research Dreams, where we aim to provide research consultation and career guidance. Now, why does literature review matter? Literature review is simply not the summary of different papers. It has different elements to it which will help to map our research gap. Especially, it will lead to research gap through understanding the different methodologies and techniques the papers have used, what originality and contribution has each paper made. So, through this only we will reach towards our study on how this gap is identified and how the new studies are being developed. I had taken an elaborate session on the different elements to be included in literature review, which will be available in the link. For now, we will be looking on to the AI tools that will be very much helpful for doing this literature review. The first and foremost and the most important one that will help in literature review is the SciSpace. Now, SciSpace is a AI tool that I strongly recommend for literature review because it has the elements of diversifying and making you understand each paper along with giving the links to these papers that are very much prominent towards your topic. Now, let's move on to this AI tool to get further understanding. Now this that we have over here is the SciSpace. You can see scispace.com. Here, like any other AI tool, we have the option to give any prompt, upload and do the deep search or the normal search, and then you will be getting the results as per the prompt. What makes SciSpace different is the options that is available in this left side over here. This is mostly research kind of oriented options available over here, and here we are going to take the literature review. And now let's see on what to, or how to give the prompt. While initially giving the prompt, we have to be more clear and have a clarity on what exactly we require to get the review on. Okay, now for example, I want to do a literature review on the topic gig economy. Now this is very broad because I'm just taking the topic gig economy. I have not chosen like what I want to do with it or which angle I have to look into it. It's very generic. So a prompt should have more clarity and specify more into it, like on what aspect of gig economy are you looking into. For example, if you still have no idea on what to look into, you can at least type in gig economy and you will get a set of options like what are the implications of gig economy on the workers' social rights and social security. The other one is gig economy effect on traditional employment landscape. Okay, I like that. I want to know how the difference is between the traditional landscape and moving on to the gig economy. How is the transition going on, or how is the organization structure? So I want to see more papers on this area. So I'm going to choose an area like this. Otherwise, you will also have to frame a question or an elaborate sentence onto which angle you would like to look into. Now here we will be getting only the top 5 papers because I have not taken the paid version of it. After that on, if you're going for the paid version, you will be getting more papers and in depth into which all are the most prominent papers in this area directly and what all are the reviews being done. So here the top 5 papers are taken, and here we can see the main subtopics or the main themes that has been identified to these 5 papers are the flexibility and autonomy that the work in traditional and gig economy happens, and also the job security and the income stability. So these are just the gist of it. Now this is not where the most important part. The most important part comes here. So all the papers we will be that they have taken and they have run through it. These are the most prominent papers and closely related. So we will be getting those papers in the left side, including requesting PDF or going to the links. It is possible. Okay, so beyond that papers we can see the options like insights. Okay, this is the default one that is being chosen. So what insight do you get from this particular paper? It is given. So beyond that, you also have all these options to add where you can get more information on each paper. As I mentioned in my earlier video, we also have to understand the methods they have used. okay, and also the contributions they have made or the key findings that they have got through this paper. Now we have an understanding on the different methodologies each paper has adopted. Like here we can see a total of 100 gig workers were taken and how it was studied, hypothesis testing was used, and the demographic data, the trend they have taken, etc. The next paper is on how the facets of legal challenges, economic impacts. So we get an understanding on what all they are trying to find, what is their analysis methods. It's very important. The next one that we can look into is the contributions that the paper has made. So this helps us to understand what exactly are the new contributions that these papers have made to the existing literature research knowledge that we have. This helps us to understand beyond these factors what else are the research gaps available for further research studies. In this way, we can add in all the important things or the important elements that we find over here, and accordingly each paper can be dissected and understood in depth and in class. So when you're compiling your literature review using AI notes, make sure that it is not just a summary of the review that is being done. It should also include the different trends that is being followed, and also the research gap that has been identified, the theoretical background and concepts, and the methodology that they have used in their paper, along with the originality or the key findings they have made that is different from other authors. Always remember that AI will help you organize your data, but critical thinking is always to be coming from your part. You should ensure that the papers that has been shown is of authentic and also has a proper link, and the whole paper is actually available. Avoid copy pasting, paraphrasing or synthesizing of data, and also make sure that you are citing the paper and not the AI tool. So that's all for now, and if you want one-on-one consultation with me regarding your thesis or dissertation, feel free to mail me in this mail ID. Also check out my website to know more about the other services provided by us.